Swim, bike, run, keeping it real with Garrick, Lowen, Jackson, Laundry, and Nicholas Chase. Plus everyone's favorite host, Lisa Becharas. This is the Real Triathlon Podcast. Training, racing, no filter, all hard.
Welcome back to the Real Triathlon Podcast. This is your always host, Jackson Laundry, the voice of this podcast, here with Lisa Becharas and Nick Chase. And I think Garrick's going to be coming, but we got to the 11 minutes past the hour point, and Nick was starting to get hungry for dinner. So here we are starting. He'll be jumping in. First things first, Lisa Becharas has her first 70.3 podium from this past weekend, 70.3 Mont-Tremblant. Applause. Lisa, tell us about it, how'd it go? We all want to hear about it.
Guys, I just want to say that I pulled that performance out so far up my ass. I pulled it out of my ass.
Deep within the loins of the ass.
I punched so far above my fitness level on Sunday. It was super unexpected, but pretty awesome. It was, yeah, like I said, guys, 2 weeks ago when we recorded the podcast, and I asked if doing one hour run was enough to do a 70.3, and Jackson, I think you said, yeah, I think it should be enough to get you like to the finish line, or like around the course. But yeah, turns out it was enough. But guys, I haven't been able to walk properly in 3 days.
Did you feel it at what point the most on the run?
I honestly, it was probably the last like 8K.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this is far. I have a lot left, a lot further to run. And it was one of those things where I didn't realize how big of a gap we had like off the bike to like the next people, like the French chick or Aurel. I don't actually know how you say her name. She was like super far in front of me, and then it was me, and then I didn't know what the gap was behind us. And you didn't, like at Mont-Tremblant, you don't get to see anyone on the run until just like you're halfway out and then you turn around and come back. So I was doing one of those things where I think at halfway of the run, I had like 7.5 or 8 minutes to fourth place. I was still in second at that point, but I knew Lydia was going to catch me. But I had like 7.5, 8 minutes to fourth place. And I was like doing the math in my head where I'm like, okay, if I start running 7-minute miles, that means they'd have to run 6-minute miles and like faster than 6-minute miles to catch me. And then I was like, well, if I start running 8-minute miles, which is also very plausible, they would have to run 7-minute miles, which isn't that fast.
Yeah.
And nobody was giving splits. Zero, like, I was coming back into town. I had no idea if people were closing.
Like so far ahead of them.
I know, but I didn't it could have withered away so quickly. I was like, with how I felt, I had not run more than like 7 miles. So it was
With
all
4K left. You still had over 5 minutes.
But I very easily could have started walking or running 6-minute Ks.
Yeah, and as much as it felt terrible, you only ran, 3 minutes off your PB?
Basically, yeah.
So, and that's a lot of that you could account for it being a relatively tough run course too. So it's pretty crazy. By the way, the pronunciation of the winner's name is Aurélia Boulanger.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a sick name.
Aurélia Boulanger.
So she crushed that bike ride. Unbelievable.
She's so aero. Like,
Ooh.
when first of all, I kind of knew who she was before the race, just because I know she had the fastest 70.3 bike split in Valencia. Like, she outbiked Marjolaine Pierre by like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes there. So I knew she was like very strong, but I wasn't expecting her. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting her when I got to the front of the race to like come past me. I was like, whoa, okay, I'm not leading anymore. But she is like bent in half on the bike. Like, there is like no way she can get any lower. She is so aero. And I was like, if I tried to get in that position, I would for sure need a couple more hip surgeries.
Oh, no.
But yeah, she was on the flats. She would just like pull away. And then we were like pretty similar, like climbing, which is fun because she's still also like she's pretty tiny, I think. but yeah, I kind of, when she came past me, I was like, I need to just ride my race. Like it's like it's not the same as like the men's race where you guys just like, we're just gonna ride it as
Well,
long
you
as we
have to
can.
go, or you're like going to get gapped by another few minutes and then get run down. Like it's tougher, like the men compactness, but the women like seem to spread out and all kind of ride their own race and see what's going to happen on the
Yeah.
run. And it's like a lot less ego. It's great to watch.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Tell us how this happened, because at the 7K mark, both of you are reasonably far back, so roughly 2 minutes. So when did she pass you? Because at 66K, you are 1 second behind her according to the tracker.
Yeah, she caught me. Well, I think we like came out of the water like right next to each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea. So, she passed me at like mile 21, like when you do like that the turnaround point on the highway.
And then you hit that big hill.
Yeah. And so then we were like, she kind of just like pulled away right away. But like I could still see her. And then, which was, can we say like, this is so annoying. The ref that was with us, like once she was ahead of me, the moto slotted in like behind her. So like the moto's in front of me, behind her. And I'm like, this serves no purpose other than you're just trying to pull me up closer. Like the moto should be behind me. Not
Or it should be on the side no matter what, always. Like
yeah,
side and not front or behind, like off kilter.
Yeah. So that just happened. It was like we were going up a hill, and I like caught her again on the hill, or just right before a hill, and like passed her because my race ranger went red, and then she stayed behind me basically until we got off the highway, I think, and then she came past me again and just rode super super strong, and I was at that point like kind of unraveling a bit just with like my position. I had a super tight low back.
Well, did you change your bike back to TT like non-UCI legal after that UCI TT Nationals?
Oh yeah, I had 3 bike fits last week.
Oh my goodness, well done.
Yeah. So
wait, did you go back
Just
home to Boulder?
to give people an idea. So at 66K, you're 1 second behind her. That's probably right when you're getting off the highway. At 81K, so less than 10 miles later, you're a minute behind her.
So yeah, you were fighting it.
So in that kind of hilly up and down section coming back to town before you go out and do the out and back on the tough road, you kind of conserved and you're like, all right, I got to do my own race here.
Yeah.
And then in the last 20K section on that course.
What do they call that course again? Oh, the hilly course. It's like a
Duplessis is the road.
Duplessis. They always, I remember that.
So okay, so that's actually from 66K is kind of in town, and then 81K is like the turnaround at the far side of that hilly road.
Yeah,
and so she put like time into you up that hill, but then on the way back down, you guys rode the same basically.
Okay, because I knew I was like running low on steam there. I was just like, I think I went out a bit too hot, so I just need to get better at like pacing a little evenly. Had I like rode 10 watts lower the first 90 minutes, I think I would have had 10 watts more to give that second half, and probably would have lost like 45 seconds versus like a minute and a half or whatever I did to her. So, but regardless, like super happy with how I rode, and just kind of like how I felt coming off the bike too.
Yeah, we all need to change how we coach people now from here on out. Like, just ride like triple the volume and then run about a third of the volume, and then you're probably all right.
I'm hoping that plan's gonna work for me. So
I'm sure.
No, Jackson, it does. It works. I'm just. It just hurts a lot after the race.
Yeah, the recovery's worse.
Oh man,
I can't
so you
even.
Get on the run,
going into this race, I had
second.
Yeah.
And am I glitched out here?
You came back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
So you're solo in second for a long time, and at that point, you just know, okay, let's hang on for a podium. You did go out pretty strong on the run, though. To be honest, like you, comparing to Rachel Zelinskis, you were faster than her for the first half. Although, did you end up outrunning her?
I think just by a little bit.
Yeah, just by a little bit. She came back on you a little bit, but yeah, it looked like you went out at your normal pace. I think that's maybe the way. Like, I don't know, when you're a little bit out of run fitness, is it better to just pace yourself for what your fitness is, or to go at what feels normal and then maybe the slowdown later, you've kind of banked some time. I mean, technically that's probably not the way to do it, but it seems like
Yeah.
steady is the
worked out.
way, because like you could risk that and also blow up even worse in that last 3K and lose way more minutes. Like you get, like what happened to Sam Long at freaking Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me going into this, like I really had no idea what I could run, because I did 0 miles under 7-minute pace.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I had in my training nothing. I did like, yeah, the only workout that I did was 5 by 1 minute once.
That's all you need.
And then I did strides 2 times.
All right. So here's the thing. Here's what I think we got to take from that. You have not come even remotely close to your run potential in any race, I would say. Like not that like you haven't raced well in the run, but just you have so much more potential that you're able to unlock once you can kind of figure out that formula of what's going to allow me to train a little bit more consistently with a bit better intensity on the run, and what's my like, how can I do that? And then once you kind of get a little bit more volume consistency with your workouts, I think you're going to be like running 120 lows.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope. This race gave me like a ton of confidence with that, just because I honestly, off the bike, I thought I might run like 140. And I was like, maybe I should try to like pace, like at like go out at like 7:10, 7:15 pace. But I was really trying to just lock into like a feel and like focus on posture. Like the first couple miles, I'm like, I don't even want to look at my watch. I just want to feel like relaxed and controlled. And my heart rate was actually pretty low, like for running. Like it was in like the 150s off the bike, which is like relatively low for like a race pace for me. And I just like, my watch would beep for a mile and I'm like, oh, 6:40. I don't think I should be running this right now.
And this is hilly.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, just like, Lisa, stay within yourself. Like it's fine. And the crazy thing, and this is, I was talking to my coach about this, is that like my aerobic engine is so big, and my limiter, which will always be, is like my muscular breakdown. Like
that's just because you haven't been able to put the volume in.
Well, yeah, for sure. That's a big proponent of it too. But I think it's also like people who are really like stronger cyclists can struggle with that, who like their running form isn't super like floating across the ground. You just get more muscle. You get more muscle breakdown. Like I just have like and I think part of it is genetic too. I was talking to my PT about this yesterday. He's like, you just have like rhabdomyolysis. Like,
no.
And my brother did hospitalize himself for rhabdo before doing like a CrossFit workout a few years ago. So I do think like part of it is like, that is obviously something you can train, but I do think genetically some people are just more predisposed to like muscle breakdown a little bit more.
Well, if you ramp up too fast, too hard, too soon, like that's what's going to get you. And you've always, and think of it this way, like you've put so much durability and time and strength into the bike, like it doesn't wear you down as much for the run. And that's the prime aspect of everything you do. Your run is not negatively impacted as bad as some for overbiking or biking hard with your strength. So that's the best part of what you have. And if you just run more frequency and less volume and then just build into it over time, like that run durability is there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think there's like running is one of those interesting things where like I think perhaps more importantly in the run than even any others of the sports is like you can't replace volume. The problem is volume is what leads to injuries. So it's like this hard balance. And this is things I've been thinking about a lot because I know I need to run with a pretty high volume without getting injured to run at my best. So thinking of ways to do that. And for myself, I know I'm for sure going to do some of my faster, higher end intervals, doing them uphill. So it's not as much pounding. And maybe for you and me, it's just as simple as like, there's a run a week where you're on the treadmill and you're at like a 4% grade. So you're not going that fast and you're just getting the run. Like you're still breathing. If anything, your heart rate's a little bit higher. You're running at a slower speed, but your body is still going through the running motion and training itself. As long as you don't have like really high incidence of like calf issues, obviously like 3% is not going to do anything crazy, but 3 or 4%. But these are just thoughts I have for like, how can I kind of get the best of both worlds here without getting injured again? Because I do not want to get injured.
Let me simplify it for you both right now. If you run with broken down form on a fatigued body and you repeat those same inefficient patterns over and over again, you will get injured. But if you commit to running only when you're able to put the best form forward, when you're even mentally engaged and you know what your body is doing, and if you feel like it's starting to break down and you're sinking into those weaker hips because the hips are too tired, like you just can't compromise like everyone wants to chase speed and punch hard through a wall, but again, you might break your hand if you punch hard through a wall if the hand is a bit weak. So focus on the form and the durability at a slow speed, and then don't compromise if you feel like you're a bit weaker on those days. I think that's what we all chase is like, I have to be running this pace, this high speed, and then look what happens. You're compromising the quality because you're so focused on just the numbers. I fixed it.
Yeah.
Remember that.
For sure.
I promise you.
But I promise you. But yeah, no, it's just I will say kind of like to cap off this race, like Mont-Tremblant is like a stunning place to race.
Ooh.
It's such a cool, the course is epic. It's a beautiful lake swim. The bike is challenging but interesting, and the roads are basically all closed to cars, and the run is like the fans on the run like close to town are like epic.
Mm-hmm.
They're wild. They're super awesome. And then you get like a little reprieve going on this like bike path that's like super secluded but like shaded.
And then you're like, when does this bike path end? Where is the turnaround?
I'm like, where's the turnaround? But one reason I love like racing in that like in Canada or outside the US is because they have the K's
Mm-hmm.
marked, and like K markers come way quicker than mile markers. So you just, and I don't understand the like K's as much. I just have like a couple of reference points. Like I know like 8K is like 5 miles, and 6K is like 3.75 miles.
Well, hopefully you know 10K.
That type of yeah, that's
okay,
6.
thank you. Good job.
But I or 6.2,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, 6.2 miles.
Yes, dear.
But yeah, it's just nice because you can kind of turn the brain off, and I'm like, I don't know what this means, but like 14K means I have 7 kilometers left, and I think it's 21 Ks, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's 21 point some.
14 Ks or 2/3.
Oh, dang it. But I always say the last kilometer of that course, I'm like, where's the finish line? Someone's like, this is your last hill. And they lied because I climbed at least 3 more hills in the span of like half a mile.
They don't even know that you're going to go up and then down the resort. Those assholes.
Yeah.
They just thought you were about to. They thought you were about to die on the spot. They're like, "This is her last hill. That's
this is it.
She's going to be.
She's going to die."
They thought you were going to be 40. They're like, "You're over the hill now." That's it.
But yeah, it's so a race I definitely would love to go back to again. It was great. And RTS had a freaking day. Luke Jones also got 3rd. Oh, he's so underrated right now, and he's really coming on, like coming off 8th place at Happy Valley the weekend before, and then getting on the podium here.
Calm and confident young man right there.
Yeah, it was super exciting, and because I saw him at the turnaround because it's an out and back run. So I saw him, but like literally 30 seconds later, I saw David Reynolds, and like I was like, oh my gosh, they're fighting for 3rd and 4th. Like this is gonna be epic. Yeah. And I got to the finish line. I was like, I don't know what happened. Who was on the podium?
3rd, 4th for those boys is incredible. Is that Luke's first podium as well, or did he have another
7.3?
Yeah.
He's won like White Lake Pro and stuff a couple years in a row, but
right. Yeah, so awesome. Wasn't surprised at all to see him. Honestly, was a little surprised to see David in 4th. That's a massive.
Well, his run is just so good.
Yeah,
for sure. But he's never been off the bike in a position where he's been, competitive for a top 5. But this time, like, holy cow, he had a great swim bike to get him into that position, and then still managed to run awesome. So good for those guys. It was really cool to see that.
Just going to say, I stayed with both of them at Texas, and I just was around them a lot and gave them a lot of wisdom and motivated them. So look at them now.
That 4 weeks of training did absolutely everything.
Ooh, boys. Just osmosis.
Guys, I do want to talk about how disappointed I was at National Time Trials and what happened there.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What went wrong with your horrible 8th place of the nation?
It was 7th place, and it was I'm so like, you guys knew I talked about this for a lot of podcasts leading up to it because I was not running very much. So triathlon was kind of like not as exciting to me in the moment. And I prepped for this race like, so like we put all the focus on like riding tons of VO2. I did more VO2 workouts in my life in the past 16 weeks than I have ever. And I've ridden the most minutes over 300 watts that I've ever like done before. I went to get my bike fit, set up UCI legal 2 weeks before the race, was like made an effort to spend time in that position. And I get to the race. I feel really good. My legs feel good. The night before you do check-in and they measure your bike and the little jig. And I get up there and they're like, you have to move your saddle back 2.5 centimeters.
Ooh.
What?
And I was like, no, I don't. Like, I got this all fit before, set up, like, I'm good. And they're like, nope, you have to, like, it's not
Based
UCI
off the
legal,
bottom
right?
bracket, right?
Yeah. And it's like ultimately like it's on me because I never double checked like my fit numbers. And that's like, if this was super important to me, it's something I should have done. I should have like made sure I did that and I learned that lesson.
That's
But I
so
had to
much. 2.5 centimeters is so much.
and I was like optimistic that night. I was like, okay, we'll move it back. There was another option where I could have put my saddle at 0, like in line with my bottom bracket, and then had a shorter reach. But my aero bars that I had on, they
Couldn't.
had we could have cut them, but they had like a part missing, like a piece missing for like a cable. Oh, my dog is dreaming right now. So if we cut it, it wouldn't be a full circle. So I actually couldn't cut my bars. So I was stuck in this like position and I warmed up the morning of the race. And anytime I pushed power, like in that position, I only felt my quads. Like
Oh no.
you know how like after a couple minutes into an effort, you feel your quads? Like I felt it from like the first pedal stroke trying to ride power. And so I was so mad because that's the only thing I felt during the
That's like
race was
this much. That's
like,
like a lot.
it was a lot. And I was so like, I looked so uncomfortable. Like my arms were probably like this stretched out.
Yeah, you look like
And I was,
Gustav Eden back in 2024.
it was just like, I was so uncomfortable and I couldn't ride the position. It was absolutely demoralizing. Yeah. So I was so bummed about it because I'll
Next
never
year.
know. Like, I'll never know. And that's the frustrating thing. It's only once a year. And this was like the perfect storm of the year to like try to prep as best I could for this race.
Well, hey,
And so
I want to silver lining this, okay? The only reason why you had such a great Tremblant is because you did those VO2 efforts and you put so much effort into those bike workouts. That's like got to be the reason why you helped your body's durability through that run. Like it got you a
yeah,
podium. Absolutely. It worked still.
Also, because you weren't in a position where you're able to push a lot of power, you probably didn't use as much energy and recovered better for Tremblant.
yeah. Even though I felt like my the attachment of like your glute and your hamstring, I thought that was like I strained them. And my back afterwards, I was like, oh God, now I'm not gonna be able to do Tremblant because I like think I just strained these muscles trying to push power in this position.
Man, a pure TT effort will strain every ounce of body. Like your earlobes are hurt. You're like, my earlobe, were they tight? I don't know why they hurt so bad.
But I
I
will
guess I
say
tucked them in.
it was like super humbling, and Taylor Nib absolutely like crushed it.
Pulverized everybody.
She is hands down probably the strongest time trialer in the world. So she started 2 minutes behind me, and my whole goal was I was like, okay, Taylor can't catch me. Like 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes buffer. She can't catch me. And obviously, like shit is hitting the fan during my race. But she came past me, and I was like, okay, Lisa, just try to like match her pace for a second. And I was pushing over like 315 watts for like 20 seconds. I was like, well, I can't fucking do this. And she was pulling away. So if I were to guess, she probably averaged like 320 watts for that TT, which is absolutely insane to hold. Those are like boy watts. And
yeah, wait until like a next triathlon.
Yeah, like she's gonna obliterate it. But also, if all things go smooth in like prep for LA 2028 in the time trial, like I'll call it right now, she's gonna win a gold medal.
Absolutely. Like
Like,
who's the other choice?
I mean, Chloe Dygert really strong. There's like
She
other
wasn't
obviously
there, right?
people. She wasn't there. I think she has red S. Um,
Uh,
which, yeah,
Well, hopefully
so
Taylor stays healthy and strong in the meantime and doesn't push too
yeah.
hard. But man,
But it's
that is
it's it's scary. Like all women should be like very scared.
yeah.
she's like Tiger Woods for women's cycling.
Cycling. It's insane. And she's like a good runner and swimmer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's just a great person to interview because she'll tell you some shit you didn't even think about.
but I will say, like,
True.
it's really nice to be, the best in the world at something and have like an entourage of people that follow you at races. Um, because Mark Andrews from Trek and Ray from Trek were there. And it was amazing because like she didn't have to like stand in line and like check her bikes in and make sure they're UCI legal. They did it for her. But because of that, I got to get so much help from the Trek guys. They helped me
Nice.
move my things. They quick linked my chain. So they're awesome, good people, and yeah, I was like, I'm reaping the benefits of Taylor being here.
They're like, we got big league here, Lisa. We got you.
Yeah.
I think gravel cycling too. If you watched Unbound, like that is
Oh,
what graveling is going to be like now. You'll have I saw like those first few go into that pit stop and like there was 8 people on that bike and he just hopped off and was doing stuff and 8 people on that bike taking care of it, getting it ready for the next, set 100 miles.
I kind of hate that because that the barrier like to entry just makes it that much higher.
It's
Like,
going to be gravel cycling. If there's more money, you're going to see more of that.
yeah. But anyways, those are my races. I want to hear updates from you guys. Nick,
Well, yeah,
you're
the Lisa.
in.
Let's keep the Lisa show going. What's going on next, Lisa?
Well,
What's your next race? Boise?
I'm going to Boise. That's the
Good.
plan.
Hmm.
You better
So
be.
that'll be fun. And then probably Northern California. And I qualified for Nice. So I'm gonna go do Nice. And
Nice.
then yeah, so that'll be fun. Jackson, I'm still mad that you didn't take your slot, even though I know Nice isn't your all-time favorite course.
He ain't getting back on that horse.
No. All right. So next, let's go to Nick. Nick, you've been training for Roth. You're leaving pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's getting to be crunch time, and I heard rumors from you that you did some big workouts. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So true fashion of anything I ever do, I got up to altitude and James and I, it's our coach. We were like, oh, we'll take it a day or two easy. And so like I absolutely took a day off on the Wednesday driving up here because I was pretty shelled. Thursday I just did like easy swim bike run of like maybe 2 hours max bullshit. And then Friday, like a massive, long, probably 2 hour climb out to 10,000 feet, just sending it, riding as hard as I could at the time, which was still pretty slow. Descended back and had like a 38-minute 40K TT because I was going downhill that fast for that long, for so long. And then I ran off it, and then I swam and a gym session. Had an easy day. I went out in the boat and hung out with one of the athletes I coach here and just rode. And the next day, I did the State Park City ride, what was like the solstice ride where they hit all these massive peaks. And I was like, yeah, I'll just, I was on the road bike on the new Ventimenis one and the new NV SES Pros. And I was like, I don't know, I just want to kind of see how this goes. And Barrett Brandon shows up, CEO of Ventum, and a lot of other dudes on S Works, all these Park City Drew frothers are just freaking strong and killing it up here. And I'm like 3 days in from altitude, and we go up this first climb, which is like 8 minutes, and I'm like 380 to 400, just like off this dude's wheel on the front. His name's like Sam Beatty or something like that. He's a super nice dude. And so we get to the top, and I like out climbed everybody. And I was like, oh, all right, I feel a lot better than I freaking did. I thought I would. And old boys over there just like dry heaving, which was awesome. I was like, man, put them in the well, boys. That's what you got to do. And so it's like such a fast group. We're just crushing the flats and the rollers. And then we go down UOP, which is next to the Olympic ski jumps, all that stuff. Then we go up this hill called, I think it's called maybe Pine View or Pine Brook. I don't know. Long and steep. puked all over them. I pumped them up again, beat them up. All the S works were just getting dropped. All those freaking Pinarellas were getting shit out the back. The NS1 reigned supreme. And then we're riding back into Park City. And then the last one I actually did get a bit smashed on. It was like going up Royal Street, which is just a gradual climb, and then you hit Empire, which is going up to like the top of the Park City kind of overlook. And then I went down, and then I went up Guardsman Pass, and all that shit's like over 8 to 12% the whole time. So that's like another hour climb. So, but I thought,
God.
yeah, I shelled myself. It was like a 7,000-foot day, and it was 68 miles. So it was a lot of vertical given the amount of miles. And then I went back and ran and had another swim and stuff. So after that day, I was like, that was Father's Day. So I was like having a great time. I'm staying up here with my buddy Brad and his wife, and he's like a pseudo father to me. So it was awesome to ride with him because he came out and introduced me to all the people I haven't seen in a while. So shelled it there. Monday again, another hard workout. What's today? Today's Wednesday. Tuesday,
Yep.
Monday was easy. Tuesday, yesterday, I smashed it again. So like my skin's dry, my throat's all dry. I swam open water, my sinuses got all fucked up, and I'm just feeling like I've just been crisped up, boys and girls. So altitude is real.
What altitude is Park City at? 6,000?
Yeah, I'm like right around 6,700 feet, so almost at 7.
Okay.
But all the climbs I've been doing go up to about 10, and then most of it's right around there for training. But there's not a flat areas to ride here or run, so it's always brutal. You just get turned, get toe up
Yeah.
from the flow up. So the workouts have been good. I just need to get a couple more key swim sessions in. That's been the hard part. I haven't been sending it so hard because I've been so exhausted after the bike and run. I just need some good swimming to get ready for Roth, which is going to have like a world championship freaking field of epic proportions. My God.
It always is, though, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
always.
but I love it because like the blow ups are just even better. Like people just show, like Patrick Lang last year gets punched in the face in the swim and just can't even race. Shit just happens, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm stoked for you.
you're a week and a half out. So you've got a lot of your hard, heavy mileage down. Probably over the next 3 to 5 days, you've got some pretty decent sessions. Do you have like a key brick session that you're going to target on the weekend, specific race nutrition? Like what's your critical stuff for trying to get confident in the last like 10 days before the race?
Yeah, the good news is on nutrition, I've already got that pretty much shored up with like I'll do a 400 grams of flow gel in 1 liter bottle with a bunch of water in it. Like that'll be my main calories for the whole race. And then I'll have a couple of caffeinated gels just I'll put in my back pocket of my race kit so I can get some caffeine. Then I'll have 2 more bottles with about 500 milligrams of sodium on the bike. So I'll have the double decker on the front and then a rear 750 mil. So I'll be fine on fluids and nutrition and caffeine on the bike. Shouldn't be no drama. The last key session, I think I've got a really good run tomorrow, 6 by 1 mile efforts. I'll probably do it on the treadmill just because it's a bit smoky up here with all the fires that have been going around. So I'll probably do that in the Woodway. Friday is my last brick. It's like some good efforts for 2.5 hours and then a quick run. And then Saturday's pretty chill. Sunday's a bit of a long Ironman pacing day, and then that's full taper mode back into the race and travel.
I have a
Sweet.
question for you. In compared to tapering for 70.3 versus tapering for an Ironman, have you noticed that like when I taper, and I've only ever obviously done 70.3s, I end up feeling like super tired for a couple days. Do you feel like that for Ironman and 70.3, or like when you taper for Ironman, does it feel different than when you taper for 70.3?
I mean, there is a little bit less intensity that you do for an Ironman because you're mainly training the paces of race pace because like you don't need to run like 520 miles race week. So you just kind of hit like a couple minuters. I'd say like I do like a double taper to where I'll have like the 2 weeks out, it'll be a hard bit of sections and then like a quick taper for like 2 or 3 days light, like kind of where I'm at right now. And then a bit of a ramp up. So like you gradually erase fatigue rather than trying to overcompensate all within 1 week and then you feel flat. So it's kind of the same for 70.3s too. It's just a little bit less volume, I think, race week for 70.3s.
Yeah, but you haven't noticed like a different feeling for your 70.3 taper versus Ironman taper?
No, only because I'll do that kind of like double where I'll taper a little
Yeah.
bit, then hit it hard, then taper again. I think that's always helped me from feeling too flat because then you lose a little bit of feel too.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. So this race challenge route is going to be a video race, right? We'll probably try to touch in with you while you're there, but with timing of travel and stuff, I don't know if we'll.
Yeah, I don't know if
we'll
I'll make
get
the podcast next week. We'll see. But either way, like it's video broadcast, you'll be able to see the run or whoever's up there leading on the run. But I think like I've had some really good runs. I've had a lot of good sessions. I've done everything I know how to do to have a sub 8-hour day out there. So I think that's definitely where I can go.
Yeah, I agree.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Just use hand sanitizer all week.
No way, man. I'm not afraid of no damn germs, man. That's the problem. People get so germophobic that they like get one germ on them. They're like, I haven't seen a germ in 8 months. Oh my God. And so then they get sick. I got to just drink that puddle. Just check a little bit of puddle water every week. You'd be good to go. Shake hands. Kiss.
Especially when you're out in the pasture areas where the cattle are roaming around and giving it some extra.
Like all those Europeans do the double cheek kiss. I just kiss right on the mouth. Everybody.
Just with tongue.
Yeah. If you come up to give me a handshake, I'm kissing you on the mouth, friend. I'm keeping my immune system up at your expense. Thanks. What's up? But yeah, just before we get to Jackson too, like went to Ventum today, saw the new mountain bike that they're taking this mountain bike to SBT Gravel as like a secret, we're going to leak it a little bit. And then it's going to be launched in the future at another massive mountain bike race, which I'm not going to say the name of it, but everyone will figure it out. 32-inch friggin' tires and wheels there. 32-inch wheels, crazy.
Big.
It's awesome. But I heard all the geometry behind it and how they're speccing them out and how they're changing some of the stuff to accommodate for these wheels that are coming out. And that'll be industry probably standard really soon, which is crazy because they're like, hey, if you love mountain biking and you want to be like cool, you got to sell all your shit and get rid of all that bullshit and spend more money on some new stuff. Got to keep it fresh.
Insane.
So that was cool. It was good to see Dia also, owner, and then Barrett's CEO. They're just good people, man. And then we might be doing like an NV video this weekend about the new 100 mil front and the disc, because that will be apparently launching in July. So people might be able to buy it for finally.
That is cool. I decided to not go with the 100 mil front wheel in Tremblant. I think
I'm nervous too. What should I do at Roth? Tell me right now.
I don't know.
Should I do the 6.7 or the 100 mil front, kids? I mean,
I wrote
that is a fast race.
Yeah. I wrote the 6.7 just because I'm a little bit more confident in the handling ability, even though I think the 100 mil would have been fine, especially because there was no wind in Tremblant. But
what did Taylor run? What did Taylor Nib run at ITT?
She did not run 100 millimeter front. I did at nationals, but she did not.
What wheels does she use?
What's the one that's like with Bond Trigger or like Zip?
Oh, for Trek.
Maybe is it
Trek?
Zip? Tram?
No,
Tram? Zip?
Bontrager makes their own wheels.
Oh, I feel like they're. I don't know.
I think she runs the deepest one they have.
Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't 100 millimeter. So.
Jackson, what should I do?
100 mil is so fast.
I know.
It's
but
going to be
some climbing.
But I think if there's any wind, don't use the 100 mil.
What?
I don't have a problem with wind.
I think if it's gusty.
No.
I like gusty
Nick
wind.
Can figure out. It's Roth, Germany. I don't think it's going to be freaking gale force wind.
It's going to be hot.
The only way, actually, the windier it is, the more faster it is, as long as you can still stay aero.
Well, because it breaks up all the steady wind positions and it makes it erratic, and the wheel's just like channeling. No matter what happens, it's bringing it into the frame.
Yeah,
just bring both wheels and do a test out there.
No, I don't want to bring both wheels because then I'm gonna just like make a decision.
You have to bring both wheels
right before you leave. As long as it's not expecting some crazy, insane winds, you just bring the 100. for sure. It's faster. It doesn't even matter if it's uphill, because even on an uphill, it has to be like 7% or more for it to be faster with the 6.7.
I'll do it again next year anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, and just do the opposite next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going on with me. Jackson, are you able to kick a soccer ball? Are you able to hop on a moving stick? Are you able to even dance at this moment?
Hey, we're not even. It's no longer an injury update. It's a running update, because I'm now running. I was running last week too, but that was early stages. So now I've done, how many runs have I done? I think like 10 runs, 8
That's
runs.
all you need. Stop there. That's all you need.
Yeah, cut it off.
And no more running.
My run yesterday was 16K of running with a little bit of walking in the middle.
Oh, wow.
So,
that seems far.
Did you lose Jackson's video, Lisa? Because I did.
No, I see Jackson. You've been blurry the whole time for me, though.
Yeah, Nick's been blurry.
But it'll come back in post-production. You'll be fine.
Shoot. All right. I can see Lisa, just not Jackson.
I'm sorry, I've been talking for 8 seconds and he had to fucking interrupt. But anyways.
Sorry, I actually was. I want to make sure the broadcast was all right.
All right. So yeah, I've built up my way gradually. I'm up to 16K. Now tomorrow I'm probably going to do maybe slightly. Today was a recovery day. Tomorrow I'll do a little bit more, and I'll throw in some light intervals at like a steady type zone 3 effort with some walk in between. So working our way back. We're feeling good, and I'm very optimal. Like the hip's been feeling great. It's just now my quads when I run. It's like, oh, my quads like hate running now because I haven't freaking run in forever. So that'll adjust really fast. I'm not really worried about that. So I'm stoked. I booked my travel for the Boise trip. Going to hang out with Nick. It's gonna be good times. Have great birthday, 40th birthday the week before. Then we're gonna go do the road trip to Boise. We're gonna.
Lisa's too busy.
Do the race. It's gonna be awesome.
Hey, did I tell you Leslie Smith is coming?
No, she's
to
not.
Your birthday?
Oh, it's your birthday.
Oh, she'll
I
come
was like,
to
she's
your
not
birthday
coming
for the
to
party.
Boise.
She won't come to a freaking race.
She's coming to the party though.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So anyways, it's all good. I'm so happy just to be training and running, and I've still been biking a ton. Like Monday I did a 4-hour 45 trainer ride with a bunch of 3-minuters and 4-minuters. Power's good. Like back to riding the TT bike Aero for all my hard stuff. Other than like super.
How about any lever running?
I've been throwing in the lever. So my Monday and Friday runs have been short lever assisted runs with a little bit of uphill. So I've been doing like 20 minutes on the lever Friday and Monday. And then my like full weight runs have been Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So I'm moving forward this week. I might do probably still the lever on Friday. And then after that, I'll probably do lever Mondays and uphill Fridays without the lever. But I'm also going to use it sometimes to just get some more volume without adding too much pounding. Like if I'm doing a long run and I'm like, oh, I want to run another 20 minutes, but it's getting long, I might like do the lever for the last 20 just to keep the heart rate up and the running going without like really getting into the heavy injury risk. So
that's right. You don't sacrifice your body and your form, you will never get injured.
There you go. So yeah, it's been exciting. I don't know. It's weird because when I'm running now, like it feels way harder and my body feels like it sucks at running, but then my heart rate isn't actually higher than I would have expected. Like it's similar to what it would have been when I'm in shape, but I just know like that's going to change when I start running faster.
It's because
you've been biking about 20 hours.
Your cardiovascular system is so strong right now. Like it shouldn't, but it's just like your muscular system is just catching up.
Yeah, it'll catch. And I think it'll catch up quick. So I'm stoked. I think I got about a 7-hour training day tomorrow because I've got my buddy's bachelor party weekend this weekend.
Yeah, bud. That's going to be awesome.
I'm going to do a 5K swim with a workout, an hour 20 or whatever run ends up being, and then I'm supposed to do a 4-hour trainer workout as well. So
is that with intervals too?
Yeah, it's not too bad though. It's like mostly tempo stuff, so it's not like super high end. I've been doing my heavier, like higher intensity intervals on Mondays and my more kind of medium on Thursdays / Friday, whichever day I do the bike workout. So it's more like last week I did a bunch of steady with some tempo. This week's like tempo with a little bit of threshold. So yeah, it's been good. I've been loving it. I'm on Zwift. I'm like level 123 or something now.
That makes me so sick. God.
You gotta get off Swift and get on Training Peaks.
Trainer. I know. I got to get on Training Peaks, but then I got to connect it to both at the same time, and then I can like
ghost ride on one of them.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So anyway, it's been good times. I'm so excited to just have a race on the calendar and just be back to training and having positivity where I know where things are headed. And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good to see your headspace back.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm just saying, Nick, we're calling it right now that RTS is going to have like really exciting July, August, and September. I don't know what happens after that because there's no racing after that. But,
Well, I was going to tell you guys in a couple months, but I'm shutting down this whole shop at the end of September, so I guess better make it count. I'm moving up to the mountains and living in off grid. So
you would do that for like exactly 3 days, and then you'd like have all your firewood cut up, and you'd have all your water set up and everything. You'd be like, all right, fuck this is boring. I'm going back.
No, Well, we've had a lot of good updates, and that's been most of the show. But let's run into a couple. We're not going to hit the topics because I think everything else we hit was way cooler. But I do think we should hit some passer smashes.
But I want to touch on this because I've been thinking about this, and if we don't talk about it now, we're never going to talk about it. So I want to know if you guys could implement one rule in triathlon right now. What rule would you implement?
I already know. I would say instead of some arbitrary freaking penalty tent bullshit where you got to stand down, I would say you have to do a penalty lap of some sort, whether it's like if you get off the bike, you got to run an extra like quarter mile around transition, or like there would be some sort of a distance penalty that everybody had to do rather than a time penalty where you can rest. It should actually cost you something to have a penalty, not make you just cost time. Like it should cost your energy.
That could be interesting.
I like that.
Oh shit! It might rain on me here, boys.
Yeah, it's like wind. It sounds windy. Jackson, what would you do?
I mean, this is already a rule, but I would actually implement some kind of penalty for false starts and for creeping ahead of the stupid line. I would just like get a drone up, make it so that there's a number on the top of everyone's cap where the drone can see it. And then you just review the start. And I don't know about like everyone who creeps up or how you do it, because sometimes if somebody false starts, that causes other people to false start. So you'd have to kind of use a bit of judgment there, but there'd be penalties happening. And it would be like, okay, if you false start, you get whatever it is, 30-second stand down in T1 or a minute or something that's enough that people wouldn't want to do it, because it's just so annoying how unfair the swim starts can be sometimes. And it's pretty easy to fix. Like we have the technology.
Just get a freaking rope too. Like we need a rope, and then they lift the rope.
You have to hold the rope.
That's how Roth does it. There's like 3 pontoon boats, and they're all just like they have sticks, and if you start to creep, they just beat you in the head with the sticks. That's prevention.
Yep,
I like it. Okay, guys, here's mine. My rule is that everyone has to ride with a bottle on their down tube.
You said this last week. It's just on your mind.
A round bottle on their down tube. I am so over this freaking hydration in between our arms, behind the saddle. Like, if we all agree to put a freaking bottle on our down tube, we're all equally that much slower, and that's how it's going to be.
What if you ride a Ventum 1 and you don't have a down tube?
Those are illegal anyways. Silly bikes.
No, they're not.
What if then
you
Lisa?
You have to put it on your saddle tube, your seat tube. Whatever.
It doesn't have any bottle mounts, but okay.
Okay.
Well,
that's too bad.
Lisa, then bike manufacturers would just create a wider down tube to fairing the bottle.
No. We are all riding with down tube bottles because you know how freaking annoying. I spent so much money on getting one of those Aerogains rear bottle mounts, and I ejected my water bottle like in the first like mile of the race. That's on me. But I can't
rubber bands.
I can't freaking get the bottle out. I can't get the bottle in. So it's like, what's the point of having the bottle on the bike? I can't do a flying dismount because I'm literally surrounded by bottles.
You cannot even unrack your bike. Did you see Trevor Foley trying to take his bike off at Happy Valley?
Yes, it's causing so many issues, and we just need to get rid of all these extra bottles all over and just put a bottle on our down tube, and it's a hill that I am going to die on.
So here's one thing I'm hearing from this is that you would actually have a competitive advantage if you put a bottle on your down tube, didn't have these other issues, even if it's like 3 watts worse.
Yes. And I think this is probably Mont-Tremblant was probably my second race, maybe third race ever of not having a bottle on my down tube because I can't get a hydration. I can't get anything anywhere else. So I want to force everyone else to use it.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
Anyways,
right,
okay, now we can move on to
grinding.
pass or smash.
All right, you guys do it since I'm like in a tornado up here. Start them off.
All right. Pass or smash. Pass or smash. That was the jingle.
That was good.
Yeah. It was kind of like that.
I think it was good.
Okay. Lisa, go.
All right. Pass or smash. Meta glasses.
I'm smashing. I really want a pair of those, and I just haven't forked out the cashola yet.
You really do?
Yeah,
I don't
it'd be
think they're
great
that
for training
expensive
videos
either.
and stuff. Just like they're just on, and then boom, you record and you got content.
Yeah.
I wish I would have worn mine during that group ride I did over the Sunday because it would have been sick.
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel like for that, like those type of videos would be pretty cool. So I'd smash those. My sister has some. She's not an athlete.
Oh, well. Okay, next one.
Next, bringing your own toilet paper. I almost said Training Peaks.
That's what I said too. A TP to race.
Bringing your own toilet paper to a race. That's got to be smashed. I mean, how many times have you needed that? Or all the portals are full and there's some bushes over there and your race starts real soon.
You got to bush it. Pass.
Smash that. Pass.
Guys, when was the last time you had to take a side of the road poop while you were training? Like there's no
years. Years.
Probably last year sometime. I don't know. Side of the road from biking? No, that never happens. Running sometimes.
I think the universe looks out for me. I swear on this because anytime that I've because I got one in the chamber here, folks, and I'm pretty far away from home, and we're just gonna keep running and see what happens. And then all of a sudden, there's like a fire, and there's either like you're gonna burn alive or it's gonna come out the other end. Like it's like a switch. It's like, all right, this is happening now. And every time that happens to me, I happen to look up down the street, and there's like a construction situation and a porta potty. It's saved me every time. There's only been one time in Europe where I was literally in like a city and I had to go just squat behind like a big electronic thing, like in a parking lot. It was, it's because your time zones are off and it was like 8 a.m., but it was 2 p.m. Like, anyways, the universe has been looking out for me mainly.
Nice.
I left half my soul in Cozumel after you guys left. It was such an unpleasant experience.
I think that's a Mexico.
That's you never want to have to do that. There's like bugs everywhere. It's humid. It's hell. It's just,
you grab a leaf and it's a bug.
There's no clean greenery around to use.
All
right,
next one.
Name dropping Kona to other triathletes. I'm past that so hard. I just no, not for me.
I'm gonna smash it. I tell people that I've been to Kona all the time.
I'm gonna smash it because I feel like Kona validates you because that's all people know, and they're like, "Oh, Kona, I like you. You're reputable." All right, rapid fire next.
Okay, pass or smash. Actually taking your Garmin suggestions seriously.
Pass. It's such a liar.
100% pass.
Next time it tells me I'm unproductive, I'm gonna slap it.
By the way, every single time I do a ride on Zwift, the algorithm, this is probably a good reason to use the Training Peaks one because I'm sure the training algorithm is smarter. but the Zwift one every single time says overreaching. Literally every bike ride. I'm like, dude, I just took yesterday off, then I did a ride today, like medium effort, and you're gonna tell me I'm overreaching. Like, get it together.
Training Peaks knows you
That is-
better.
That's a
Yeah.
grinds my gears. The Training Peaks one would definitely be better.
Okay. And last one, pass or smash, Cheez-Its.
Smash. In soup. You ever put Cheez-Its in soup?
Cheez-Its are so underrated.
Yeah, but you put
But
them in
they do have vegetable oil in them though, Jackson.
They used
So-
to,
Yeah, I
they
mean, I'm
used
not
to have
eating a whole bunch of them, but I'll do it.
they used to have asbestos in them years ago.
That's what made you fast, asbestos.
I don't think that's true.
That's what my wife says, and she's probably lying.
All right, grinds my gears. What grinds my gears? What grinds my gears?
All right, nailed it.
All
All right,
right.
I'll start
This
this one
says,
off.
Okay, do it.
What the French toast is even zone 2 anymore, because it's like everyone's bastardized it to the point to where it used to be like moderate aerobic, and now everyone's like, well, if your LT1 is still real high and it's still considered zone 2, even if you're at 300 watts because you're just super fit and you're Tadej Pogačar and your zone 2's got like a range of 200 watts, like zone 2's just turned into some bullshit, and no one knows how to do it anymore.
I think I'm gonna add another grinds my gears that's like on points with this, and I'm typing it in. Overcomplicating everything in training. That's a thing
That's real.
that I just like. And I think sometimes like even like really good coaches do this where it's just like you want to know you're doing a good job by like having value and being able to intricately explain the slight difference between this effort and this effort. And like I even think I'm starting to try to come away from some of the complexity and sometimes and just be like, just go like a medium sometimes, or just like around Ironman effort if you felt like you were doing an Ironman today. But I think sometimes it's like, oh, this zone is a tiny bit above this zone and this zone lower. And it's like, I don't think it's that precise. I think it's just like if you design the workout properly and you do your 8 times 3 minuters with 3 minutes rest, whatever like the best power you can do without absolutely killing yourself is probably the right effort. And then when you do your 4 minuters, it's going to be a little bit less. Like that's basically it.
It stresses out athletes too much because sometimes like people are asking way too in-depth questions just about how hard to work. And I'm like, well, simplify it like Brett Sutton used to do. You've got 3 things to think about: medium, moderate, and mad. Those are the 3 ways he would tell people to ride their efforts. Medium's probably
Wasn't
like
it mild, medium, and mad?
yeah,
or something?
yeah, it might be right, mild, but like I think that makes a lot of sense. Like 3 pretty good zones is, and then mad's going to be dependent on like how much fatigue you're carrying around with you.
That's like how Siri Lindley would coach too. It's like there was no power. And I think by and large, just going by RPE is like the best thing you can do anyways, because when you're in a race, like sometimes your power meter doesn't connect. Sometimes your power meter's like off. Sometimes you have amazing legs and you don't want to be restricted to ride your specific power. If you just ride by feel and stay within yourself and build, I don't know.
Well, sometimes you're at
So I'm a
altitude
big fan of
too.
RPE. Yeah, and
Yep.
then you're always at altitude, and you don't know what sea level feels like or sea level power
Well,
is.
that happened to me on my last ride because it was like 25 minuters at Ironman effort, and I was so bummed that my power was like 10 watts lower. And then I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to ride it how I want to feel on race day. And lo and behold, I stopped thinking about the number, and then it automatically just went back up to the numbers that it was supposed to be. Like your mindset about it changes too. So that's my jam.
I like it. Okay, next one.
is the
People
Nick
who
one for
stand in the
sure.
grocery store aisle like they're solving a math problem.
Yeah, they just like don't move. Like we're looking at rice-a-roni, and they're like trying to figure out like which flavor. And I'm like, I need to grab this one over your head, and like you still try to like make some noise, and they have no fucking clue. Pay attention. No one else.
This is related. Putting empty packages back in the pantry. I have probably done
You've
that
done that
now.
at my house.
No. You just have to leave one left.
Yeah.
And that one left stays in there for months and months, and we don't throw it out because there's still one left in there.
Inefficient. All right, this is a good one. Paying $50 for a 20-minute haircut, and then the person has the audacity to, when like the whole screen pops up for tip, they like literally walk away like something's on fire real quick, and they can't be. I didn't do this. This wasn't my fault. I didn't ask you to put a tip. This is just the system. Even though like it starts at 20%, I can't even tip 10% if I want. So like the haircut was like $50, and then I tipped another $20. Like, what's going on here?
That's a little ridiculous. Wait, Jackson, is tipping the same in Canada as it is in the US?
The same culture.
Okay.
We ruined it for you.
Yeah.
I just pay them nothing, and they'll have to get tips.
If there's a general question about is something the same in Canada as US, pretty much usually the answer is yes. Almost always. We copied you guys on everything. All right. People who reply all thanks. I'm pretty sure I do this sometimes.
Happens.
No, Jackson.
Don't do it. Oh, you bastard.
No, I never send an email that's just one word. That's not me.
Yeah. I think it's just don't say anything. It's implied thanks.
Just
That's fair.
And the
okay.
last one's is a real good one. When people are walking, this happens every day, all the time, especially in busy places. People will be walking 3 abreast, having a conversation like they own the whole path, and there's like bikes and dogs and people, and like they look at you like you're an asshole when you accidentally shoulder them. I'm like, I'm sorry, Grandma, get out of oncoming traffic. I won't have to shoulder you. Like, get over it.
People are pretty like in their own world, like even on like the bike path here and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come past you, but you left me 6 inches of space to try to come past you, like, and then you jump out of the way when I say like coming on your left, like, oh my god,
like, there's people in this world. What is? I thought I was alone.
Yeah, so I agree.
All right. Spins my crank. Let's talk about some good stuff. And I think this happened to me the other day, which is why it was relevant. Spins my crank. Like I was literally about 25 yards away from entering the gym, and dude looks back and he sees me and holds the door for a good 15 to 20 seconds straight. Doesn't even get on his phone, just like exists without having anything. Like, what a nice guy.
I really want to make a video of that exact scenario, but I want to be the one holding the door open, but holding it open for people that are like that awkward length of distance away, because then you feel like you have to rush there and like, okay, guys, I gotta rush because you're holding it open for me. I really want to make a video of like a compilation. Is it called a compilation? Compilation of that, and just like
it forces them to do that like bullshit half run half walk shuffle across the street that people do when it's like not a good time to cross. It's like you're not moving any faster by just like,
it's like the old man run where you like take 2 running steps and continue walking.
Those are my favorite.
You're like, I made an effort.
Just letting you know I was gonna go faster, but then I think we're good still.
Yep. Okay, next, a real human on customer service. That one is freaking so
That's
good.
day changing.
That, and also because AI customer service has gotten so good that sometimes you're talking to an AI person, you don't realize it.
Nope, you just.
I haven't had that.
Nope, you just ask them what their favorite. Ask them if they like Cheez-Its, and then see what they say. That's a good way to fool them. AI won't know.
It's just crazy. I'm like, oh, you're not a real person. You're an AI person. Crazy.
Yep. The worst is those like not even, I guess they're technically AI, but where it's like, I don't know, the bank's like, type it in on the thing if you're having an issue, and it's literally like they have like 2 options that are not even close to what you're asking, and then you're like trying to find the spot to call the number, and it does everything it possibly can to bring you around and not let you do that.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody's been there.
We're on Spin My Crank though. We're talking about good stuff. Another good stuff. Crisp white cycling shoes with just some bright white socks. That is like the most pro move there is. I'm sorry. That is in our new white RTS kit. Come on, with this nice tan skin here, ladies and gents. Whew, fire.
I agree. Love the white on white. But how do you keep white socks clean? Because all of mine are
gray. You throw them away and you buy new ones. There's no way. That's all you do. You buy 10 pair and raffle through them every month.
So bad.
All right, last one.
Right.
And then this, I experienced this in Park City. A group ride that is super savage, but it's like also really safe. Like everybody rode incredibly safe. It was awesome. Only one guy rubbed my tire when he was taking a drink after it was like everyone was pretty toast. Like, and he was like, basically was going to give me $100 if I would have let him. No, I'm so sorry. Let me give you money. I didn't mean to.
There you go.
Because
Yeah.
most group
rides are
it could be
I agree with
sketchy
that.
as shit though, because you got people just darting around and trying to like blow through traffic and just causing chaos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is
I haven't been
true.
in a really good group ride in months, so like riding up in Park City on a Saturday or Sunday, State Park City rides are fucking good, so good.
That's awesome.
And I feel like that's like the sweet spot of the type of city / town where you could get a great ride. It's not going to be insanely busy once you get out to the roads where the cycling goes on. It's not like populated like LA or something where it's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
So it's probably, and in the mountains, like you're going uphill for a lot of the hard efforts. So you're
yeah,
covered.
it splits up.
Yep.
All right, well, I think we should end, but before we do, I do want to say if you made it this far, we'll reward you. We'll put some Silka discounts in the show notes. We're going to be doing a lot of fun Silka promotion on our social media in the next couple of months to show you how we use their products, waxing chains, etc. They've got a really good product, and also it's really easy to use for everyone who just is like, I don't even understand what wax is and why would you put it on a chain. So follow our social media. Myself and a couple others on the team will be representing for it. And then also Training Peaks, you can save on your premium subscription with the code we put in there. And then also Pillar's been legendary. I've been hammering Pillar up at altitude because literally Mark Dubrick sent me this. It's like within an hour and a half after your really key sessions, like your immune system is so susceptible to getting sick. And so I've just been hammering their vitamin C. And actually I do feel really good like hours later, even, the days that I don't take it, I can feel it. So Pillar's been legendary, and we'll have that in there for you well. So 3 awesome show note / discount codes for you. And that's all I got. Thanks for bearing with my wind.
Yes. Thanks for
Wasn't that
listening,
bad.
guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. And until next time, peace
Peace out.
out.
I got ish to do. Flying through the sky in my parachute. Dancing on the couch like I'm Tommy Cruise on a one-man mission trying to see it through.